With the exception of Florida, there are more students from Massachusetts than any other state here at Eckerd College, and everyone in this room is lucky to know at least one. With this speech, I hope to enable each of you to better understand people from Massachusetts through the explanation of one important facet of life near Boston. Boston's sports teams and cultures is one of the most significant influences on people who can call Massachusetts home. First, Boston sports have a major impact on the city and state's economies, and in turn, the economy affects us as citizens. In a city that can claim some of the most prestigious universities in the world and one of the fastest growing IT industries in the country, it is sports that Forbes magazine chose to publish an article on as a factor helping to, quote, spur growth in Boston. In his 2011 article, Adrian Melville of Forbes magazine writes, there were 163 major professional sports home games in Boston last year, which resulted in $300 million in fan spending alone. That isn't including the Boston Marathon, which brings in an estimated $142 million to the greater Boston economy during race week. People from Massachusetts have adopted the culture of success exemplified by Boston sports teams, specifically in education. Beyond economic success, we pride ourselves on educational success. 2 years ago, Fox Business named Massachusetts as the best educated state in the country, with 39% of adults holding a bachelor's degree or higher. Additionally, 97% of kids ages 16 through 19 are enrolled in high school or have graduated, which is one of the country's highest rates. This comes from hosting collectively 4 of the winningest franchises in sports history. The total number of championships won by all Boston's teams throughout history, at 35 total, is second only to New York teams. Loyalty is an important value to people from Massachusetts, developed by our devotion to our sports teams through good and bad. During the Red Sox championship drought, which lasted 86 years, we could still claim having some of the most die-hard, devoted fans in baseball. The movie Fever Pitch is a great example. There really are Red Sox fans like that. Regardless of winning or losing, or even frigid weather, Boston fans will always be at the game. For my 10th birthday, my dad took me to the 2004 Patriots playoff game, which has been called the Ice Bowl. Joe Gill of Bleacher Report recalls -7-degree temperatures, making it one of the coldest games in NFL history. Beers froze solid and fans suffered frostbite, but the Patriots did not disappoint the 68,000 fans.
I be flipping forward, I be flipping forward, I be chopping blade. I be flipping forward, I be chopping blade. I be flipping forward.
While Boston sports are important, that importance surpasses wins and losses. The Red Sox, Patriots, Bruins, and Celtics are all factors in shaping the people of Massachusetts and making us who we are today. Next time you're trying to understand a citizen of Massachusetts, or a masshole, think about the sports culture from which he or she came from. John Wooden, one of the greatest college basketball coaches to ever live, and the only one to ever win 7 straight national titles, once said, "Sports do not build character, they reveal it." The people of Massachusetts are a perfect example of this statement.